Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new show. We have finished Squid Game, so we're going to start another short series, or relatively short. The last 2 or 3 I've done have just been like a limited series, just one season. This one's a little bit longer, but it was suggested to me, and because of what the story is about, I just thought I'd go with it. Just do it completely blind. I haven't looked up anything about this whatsoever. And have tackled, what have I tackled? I've tackled German, not learning it, of course. I'm on about foreign series. We've done German, we've done Korean, we've done Spanish. It's now time to try Danish, because this is another post-apocalyptic show called The Rain. I don't know how many of you have seen it or have heard of it. I personally had not heard of it whatsoever. This one went completely under the radar to me. But thank you to whoever it was who made the suggestion. Unfortunately, I didn't make a note as to who actually got me onto this series. But if you're watching, thank you. So, there's not really anything else to talk about. Let's just get on with it. And as usual, foreign language, we keep it in the original language and we use subtitles. Otherwise, I feel like you do lose the actors' performances if you use the dub version, because usually that's done in a studio by a completely different group of people who aren't in the situation, who aren't acting, and are just reading a bunch of lines, and they're usually terrible. So, let's go. Episode 1 of a brand new post-apocalyptic show called The Rain. Okay, so we're starting off in a normal world. Alright. I prefer it when we do that. Oh, things are about to go south.
Far, jeg skal til eksempel.
Det er alvor. I skal gå hjem. I skal gå hjem, og I skal blive.
No.
Far, hvad er det, du snakker om?
Der snakker regn. Vi skal ikke være her, når det regner.
That sounds ridiculous.
Mor, hvad er det, han snakker om?
Yeah, you would be like, it's just rain. Relax.
Hvorfor har vi så travlt?
Vi er der lige om lidt. Hvad vil du have, jeg skal stille op lige nu? Jeg ved ikke, hvad spredningen bliver på det her. For helvede.
Du skal koncentrere dig om det der udstyr.
En særmeddelelse. Meldinger fra Vordingborg vidner om akutte allergiske
Allergic reactions with respiratory problems from rain? Is it like a scientist or something? Maybe. Dude, truck! Fuck's sake. And that's why you don't take me off the road. Oh crap.
Han skal flytte med hen. Hvis du ikke flytter den bil, så kommer vi alle sammen til at dø.
Hvad snakker du om?
Oh, you really don't want to be on foot. You've just said hello. You just knew it was headed this way. Look at that. You can see that the microbursts coming down. I'm assuming a cabin, because that's a very dense forest. And there comes the first drop. The local wildlife and fauna, I'm assuming. Oh no, it's a bunker. What is this place?
Det her det er det sikreste sted, de kan være. Stå selv, mens I bliver renset.
Oh my god.
Ingen sygdom kan komme her. Jeg ved ikke, hvor voldsomt det her er.
Jeg vil ikke være her.
I'm
Det
intrigued.
skal nok gå, skat. Vi kommer snart hjem.
I'm assuming we have facilities and supplies down here.
Hvor længe er du væk?
Det ved du godt, jeg ikke ved.
Skal du væk?
Back out by the look of it.
Men hvor længe?
Far skal bare lige hente noget.
Hent noget. Men sagde du ikke det?
Far ved ikke, hvor lang
Yep,
tid det
he
tager,
did.
men han skynder sig selvfølgelig så meget, som man kan. Ikke?
Du er stor nok til at høre det her.
She is.
Der er noget i regnen. En virus.
How can a virus live in water?
Det er værre, end du kan forestille dig.
Droplets, I mean.
Lige nu er jeg den eneste, der kan løse det.
I'm sorry, but that's usually the first thing. When it comes to like virologists and scientists and all that law, the minute they go, I'm the only one who knows what this is, when it's coming, what it's going to do, how it's going to happen, and where it came from. Usually, they're the ones who are caused it.
Der er ingen, der må finde Rasmus.
So it's a virus in the rain that causes...
Min far, hvad er der med ham?
Du skal bare beskytte ham.
I love starting a new series when it jumps you in this fast, because you don't know anything at all. You don't know any more than they do. I don't know any of these places. Not allowed to talk to anyone. Yeah, because...
Mor er i gang med at lave kakao. Der er ikke noget at være bange for. Det skulle da pissefarligt.
Yeah, now she's fucking nervous. I don't think that's your dad, he's just left. Is this a good idea? She's on the fucking door. She's on the door. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, he's grabbed the kid. I get it. I get trying to help people, but I don't think the daughter would realise just how infectious this is going to be. I think it's too late for your mum. Yep. Wow. That's fast. That's like a minute or two of ingesting it and it being in contact with your lungs, breathing it in. I mean, I know she has too, but she's a little bit more mature to be able to handle it. He's like, what, 7? Now then, the one difference here that I would expect, unlike most apocalypse-style shows, is usually everything goes to shit all at once because there's no longer humans maintaining it. You know, the entire infrastructure, you know, light, power, everything. But this isn't people being attacked or murdered or changing into something. This is, if you stay out of the rain, you stay indoors, you stay away from it, you're perfectly okay. So I would expect, yeah, massive casualties. But at the same time, a lot of people that survive it who have just happened to have been indoors might not have heard the radio, didn't know it was coming, saw what's happened to people outside and have just stayed inside. And that could be including people in power plants, water facilities, police stations. So I'm expecting there not to be a complete breakdown of society here. So the fact that she's not getting through on the phone, I would normally go, well, you know, the mobile networks and all that lot of what go first. I think it's because she's in this bunker. I'm surprised it worked to start with. Wow. This all happened so fast. She was talking with her friends in college like an hour ago. No, you shouldn't, but you were just trying to help. You didn't realise just how bad this was going to be. Credits. The production so far, acting, soundtrack. See, this is why you have to watch foreign shows. You miss out on so much if you don't.
Alle beregningerne har vist, at det virker. Du har selv vist med simulationen.
Jeg kan ikke min søn med noget, jeg ikke har undersøgt ned til mindst
detalje. We're going back here.
Der er jo ikke mere at undersøge alt, hvad du kan komme til at vide. Og alle beregningerne har vist, at det virker. Du har selv vist med simulationerne.
Ja, det er simulationer.
Okay, this could be completely not connected whatsoever. There's obviously something seriously wrong with the boy. The father is a scientist, doctor, whatever it is he is, scientist, I think, is obviously trying to find a cure of some way. I'm kind of hoping that this isn't indeed connected to he stumbled upon something that, I don't know, that could create this. I mean, how the hell do you end up? It can't be. Can this be man-made? I mean, a virus, yeah, can be man-made. Can be spread from person to person. Can jump species from animal to human, vice versa. Monkeys, chickens, cows, pigs. But how the hell do you infect the water chain, the atmosphere, the what the fuck do they call it? What am I talking about? You know what I mean? The global ecosystem. That.
Din telefon virker jo ikke. Og der er andre bunker end den her.
I can see that. We got video link.
Hvis der er flere bunker, så
We need to know.
finder vi ud af. Kom nu, der må være nogle andre mennesker.
Could be neither.
Der sidder i de der bunker.
Connection fell.
Virker det ikke? Kom nu. Ja, præcis. Et eller andet.
Yeah, anything that's analog or doesn't require the internet to function.
Hvis man lever sådan i bunker, så må det være en eller anden walkie-talkie.
Jeg troede, det var en walkie-talkie.
What is it?
Nej, det håber jeg så virkelig ikke.
You're standing on a field research kit.
Research kit.
Ta-da! Old school.
Hallo?
Anybody out there?
Hallo? Er der nogen? Hallo? Vi skal have forbindelse. Vi skal have bedre forbindelse, Rasmus.
Maybe your equipment's better than his and he can't receive.
Jeg skal ikke ud. Du skal ikke ud.
Hallo?
Kan I høre mig?
Ja.
Okay.
Stronger
I kan
signal.
hjælpe os. Jeg hedder Simone, jeg er sammen med min lillebror Rasmus. Vi er nede i en bunker.
Mine forældre er totalt i panik. Jeg har stemt mig ned i
Yeah, it's a kid with a
De går helt amok ovenpå.
It's a kid with a radio.
Hvad der sker, men der er nogen, der prøver at løse det. Det er en sygdom.
Vi er nødt til at have fat på ham. Kan du ringe til ham?
Ring. Jamen, jeg tror, mobilen er nede.
Jamen,
This poor kid and this girl have just been thrust into this. We only saw just the initial stages of it arriving with no idea how bad it is out there because as the viewer we're now locked in down here with them. Oh, what's he doing? Why are you being weird?
Rasmus.
Jeg leder efter far.
How?
Hvad for noget?
Der var nogen.
Du skal ikke stå her midt om natten.
Men far var her.
Hvis han havde gjort det, havde han jo taget os med. Han ville jo ikke bare gå.
I think the kid's mind's just on overdrive. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Hallo?
And he caught one of them under for adults.
Hallo?
Hallo, kom ind.
Hallo?
Jeg har hørt, de har lavet et opsamlingssted ved hospitalet. De fragter folk væk derfra, og de har journaler på. Nej, du skal ikke gå derud. Det er for farligt. Jeg skal nok prøve at komme i kontakt med dem.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Total shutdown.
Oh, fabulous.
Generator initializing.
Which will last what? 12 hours? 24 hours? I find it a little hard to understand that all the communications have gone down. Now it looks like the power grid's going down. I don't understand how the whole infrastructure could just shut down. A zombie apocalypse? Yes. An asteroid? Yes. A virus spreading amongst people, as I mentioned before? Yes. But if you stayed out the rain, you're perfectly okay. So it's not like it's going to get everybody. Why would there be nobody in these places? It doesn't make sense that the whole thing would shut down. Unless it's literally coming down to a lack of staff to be able to maintain the main infrastructure of all this stuff. I don't know.
Nej, radioen virker ikke mere. Al strøm er gået ud.
Dad's been gone a long time now.
Mor døde derude.
Thought he would have come back by now.
Jeg kommer jo tilbage.
That's bad.
Det er farligt for mig, når det ikke er farligt for dig.
Rasmus, der er ikke noget at være bange for.
But if you just sit here, you're just going to die down here.
Han er nøglen til det.
I want to know if this is linked because they're pushing this part on us from the past.
Jeg injicerer 100 milligram nu. Og 100 igen om en time.
No, they won't let you do it at the hospital because it's probably not approved to what we're witnessing.
Lige nu er jeg den eneste, der kan løse det.
Yeah, you're also, by the looks of things, the one who caused it. That in itself creates about 4 different possible questions with different outcomes. Is everybody sick? Not just his son, but he's testing it on his son first. That makes no sense. Is it that this is nothing to do with him, but he knows the virus is contained within the ecosystem and he's trying to prepare everyone to be able to survive it. That's another possible scenario. Or has he tried to save his son from something and it's ended up in the weather system, and now he's trying to make sure he saves everyone from it. Not that he has, because everyone's dying. That I picked up on that very quickly, because that just doesn't seem to make sense, does it? I can save everyone. And I'm not sure how thick it is. Yeah, that's anxiety you're feeling there. Don't throw up in the helmet.
Men så skal du også gøre, som du sagde.
Yeah, suits that.
Du skal komme tilbage, og du skal ordne det hele. Ikke også?
It's changed her mind.
Simone, hvor længe skal vi være her?
I don't know how long you've got with the lights on.
Vi gør det til vores eget.
I hope they weren't working on like any sort of viruses or weaponized viruses down here in the first place, and that's what's caused this.
Hvorfor spiser du ikke din mad?
Jeg kan ikke lide det.
Nej, men du skal spise det alligevel.
It's probably all there is.
Min mor.
How long has it been? Days? Weeks? Because we saw the seeds growing there. I mean, they've tons of supplies. Look at this. It's probably only getting progressively worse out there. We had all that budget spent on the opener. Wow, look at that already. Yeah, they've been in here a long time. Holy shit. We don't know how advanced this place is. Shut the front door. How long have they been in here? He's a fucking man. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. 15, 16. They've got to have been in here 7 or 8 years now. Shit.
Men vil du selv prøve? Jeg har ikke løjet, vi venter stadig.
Der er gået 5 år.
There we go. 5 years. I thought it was more.
Vi venter til han kommer. Rasmus, han har sagt, at han kommer
It's time to run out.
Han har sagt.
Oh, he's developed a temper. This girl's still waiting on the father, still expecting him to come back, but 5 years, I mean, there's no way he'd leave you for 5 years. There's only so much you can do. Okay, here's the big question. Looking at the ground, obviously trees, plant life, not affected. Where's her mother's body gone? Doesn't affect the wildlife. No, I didn't think it would. So that tells us, that answers another question. Whatever it is that this virus is, there's only humans that are susceptible to it. But they've given us a prelude. State of emergency. Nothing's moved for 5 years by the look of it. Pick up location 2,500 meters away. That's not far. Did it encompass the globe? Has it turned day to night, or are we just at night? This is like they've just been scooped up. Oh, hang on, here we go. Oh God. But what are they all sick from? You're saying they were sick before the rain came. Was the sun special something in his blood? That dog doesn't exactly look friendly.
Prøv at høre, vi kan ikke blive her. Vi tager afsted i morgen.
To go. Where?
Hvad mener du? Du har været udenfor.
Det er noget lort. Men der er ikke noget at komme ud til. Tag til næste bunker.
And who's to say there's not somebody in that one and they've depleted those resources?
Jeg kan ikke gøre noget. Jeg kan ikke gøre andet end at...
Du behøver sikkert passe på mig.
Makes it even more awkward that his brother and sister as well.
Vi er sammen.
blocked. Low oxygen deprivation, I think, is why they're not coming round. Dude, you need suits. You can't just go out in your fucking underwear. Oh, it's doing it itself. It's overridden because of the oxygen. But we don't know. I mean, even just the fine mist of rain in the air could be enough. We got 2 visitors. We did it. We got them out. They blocked the air vents. That means they want in. Nice closing scene. Wow, that was good. Okay, guys, episode 1 of The Rain. As I said at the beginning, didn't know what to expect. Got far more than I did expect. A little getting used to hearing a different foreign language, but we got the subtitles, so we're all good. Where the hell? Where the hell do I start that? Right, first off, we'll start at the end. What I was saying I've got a bit of problem with the oxygen is, okay, it then showed us there's a reason the oxygen was depleted because someone's blocked the vents to trigger an emergency override to open the doors, which is what they wanted, so they could get in. We don't know who they are, what they are, why they want in, or anything yet. That doesn't matter. That will probably come in the next episode. What I was having a problem with was 1 minute everything was fine, and then the next minute, straight away, it's, oh, emergency vents have been blocked, we're running out of oxygen. You're like, the size of the actual bunker itself, it would take hours for the oxygen to be depleted enough for you to be suffering from deprivation from it. That was my only problem with it. Anyway, that aside, so there are multiple probabilities with this. But the fact that we were getting all these little short sequences of flashbacks of the father talking, who, it's pretty obvious now, but we don't need to try and work it out. He was a scientist. And I'm saying he was in the past tense because I don't see how he's still alive. He could be. There's the chance that he's locked in another bunker somewhere and can't leave. I don't know. But if there were any possibility of him going back for his daughter and his son, and as far as he was concerned, his wife, he would have been back. So there's that. But he said, everybody's sick. I can save millions with whatever research it was he was coming up with. But he was saying this before the rain came. So if everyone's already sick, that's a double problem. That's like saying the whole world's sick, everyone's sick, and now this rain come along and is going to kill us anyway. That doesn't gel. So I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions yet because I can't piece the two together. The rain is what's killing everyone, but he was saying everyone's already sick, which is why he's developing what appears to be a virus to combat it. And I think it's the virus that's ended up in the ecosystem that's ended up killing everyone. So it's had the opposite effect. That's more likely. But why he was testing it on the son, maybe the son had some sort of antibodies or something as to why he was testing it on him first, because why would you choose your youngest son? You wouldn't. As a scientist, you'd probably tend to use their main test subject as themselves. So there is a lot of unanswered questions, but what a fabulous opening way of introducing an apocalyptic series, and we got most of it shot inside the bunker, which helped keep the budget down, I'm sure, for a premiere episode to a new show. Wow. The only thing that's strange, as I mentioned several times, is the very nature of a post-apocalyptic show. is that everything's gone. And most of humanity's gone, or a significant portion of them, enough for it to be classed as a complete breakdown. But it's infrastructure that always goes because there's no one there to maintain it. And the reason for that is usually because it's something that kills the humans off, as this has done. But it only kills them off if they're outdoors in the rain. But from what he's suggesting, maybe that's not true. Maybe people are dying from this regardless, and the rain's just an accelerated process which is finishing them off, which is why all the infrastructure has gone. So, you know, I was been thinking about that while the episode was going on as to why, you know, if it rains tomorrow where you are, everyone doesn't rush outside in the rain and leave all their jobs behind and all the infrastructure of power plants and everything. So that doesn't make sense. So that's the only way it does make sense, is the way I've described. I don't want to go on too long because this is almost an hour long, but I do have a lot of questions. Obviously, only 5 years have passed, so they've not really needed to age her. I know I said, oh, she doesn't look a day older. They've just changed her hairstyle. The kind of age that she was, I would say she was probably 17, 18. She might be about 22, 23 now. You tend to not look an awful lot different between those two ages, but you do look a lot different if you were 9 or 10 and now you're 15, because 1 minute he was 3 foot nothing and now he's like nearly 6 foot tall. But at least he can now wear a hazmat suit. Now we've got to deal with whoever these intruders are that have turned up. Do they want in? Do they want the research? Do they want to know who caused it? How it happened? Are they after supplies in there? And after 5 years, if you are, why would you think there'd be any left? All these other bunkers that appear to be offline, have we ever had a similar situation in all of those? Have those bunkers been inhabited by others? Possibly people from whatever company or research that they were conducting. What I'm saying is it official people have ended up there, or is it just random people who found the bunkers? Or are they all unoccupied? Is there still all these food stores in there? Maybe that's what they're after. But we won't find out until episode 2, at least. Right, that will do for now, because as I said, it's already over an hour. And I've done a lot of talking, a lot of pausing, and a lot of surmising, and I don't know enough right now, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. So the suggestion of trying this series, you were spot on. This is absolutely my bag. This is my cup of tea. Right, I will see you for episode 2 next week. All of these are going to be available to all platforms eventually, but they're going to start off on Patreon as a pre-release, then a week or two down the line to be released to normal, all the rest of the Patreon tiers, and then a week or two after it will come to YouTube as well. So with that said, wherever it is you're watching this, I would appreciate if you would give the video a quick thumbs up. Post your comments down below. If you're watching on YouTube, I would appreciate a quick sub to the channel. And if you are not on Patreon and you want to watch this in full length, you can do. Just check the link in the description as always. And welcome to our new short series, The Rain. I will see you for episode 2 next week. Take care.